Hello and welcome to a bit of World of Tanks. Today I was originally planning to go ahead and do the fourth part of the Minecraft Survival series of Ocean Block, but I decided because I've uploaded so many in a row I'll have a bit of a break and play a bit of World of Tanks. So here it is. I did promise I'd play more of this game because I enjoy it and I hope you enjoy it out there. I am planning to play on the M3 again, which was the previous World of Tanks video, but I have done a few differences, and the only reason I'm really playing it again is because I find it to be such a good tank. I mean, you're probably thinking, or if you have knowledge of World of Tanks, you're probably thinking it's probably one of the worst tanks in the game, but in all honesty I can see why people say that, because in a sense it's not actually a tank, it is a tank destroyer, and I think the reason some people don't like it is because it's played as a tank destroyer and not as a tank, which is some of the problems. You can't really play this like a regular tank. You can't just go in and shoot people, get out. It's an elephant of a tank really, and it's a tank destroyer effectively. But I'm going to play a bit of this and hopefully we'll have a bit of fun. I do apologise if you don't particularly like this tank or kind of don't want to see it played again, but I don't know, I just find it quite good. So if you guys do have World of Tanks or don't yet have it yet, please remember you can join me. If you're having on Steam, I do occasionally play this with other people, but the problem is that the platoon size is restricted to 2 people unless you're a premium player, so quite often that does cause a bit of a problem. But there's no reason why we can't have a little bit of a training match where a few of us all group up, just mess around a bit, any tier. We could even have an FT-17 against a mouse, if that sounds interesting, but most likely we'll die, or the gun, the FT-17 will die. I'm just battling on here because the loading or lobby system is taking a while. It doesn't usually take that long. It is surprising. Recently World of Tanks has been a lot slower in finding random battles. I mean, before I've literally just gone straight into a battle at the click of the button, but I've noticed now it is getting a bit slow, which I think is a good sign in the sense that it's kind of getting more popular, I suppose. It looks like the enemy team has a B1, which is a French heavy, and to be honest I have actually had some experience in the B1, so I was going through the French tank for a bit, just for a bit of fun. I did get to the B1, and if you want any tank to be called rubbish, it is the B1. I mean, probably some of you do have a B1, but the thing is, it's a heavy tank. Okay, it's got pretty decent frontal armor. It's incredibly slow though, and the gun, if we come across it, I'll show you, it's literally a pea shooter. It can't penetrate anything, really, apart from like a tier 1 or tier 2. It's got such a rubbish gun.
Let's get this
Looks
show on
like
the
we've got
road.
a couple of other M3Ds on the other team as well, so that may pose a bit of interesting gameplay. Now I think the key is here, I'm going to try and hold back a bit, because we're going to play a bit like a tank destroyer. We don't really want to be on the front lines in particular, apart from these Hetzers are going out there. And so there's M3Ds. In fact, I think, yeah, there's 3 M3Ds in this team, so that will be some interesting gameplay. We'll see what comes out on top. The problem is it is so easy to get killed in this tank very quickly, because if you don't hold back you can quite easily get wiped out. So I think one of the tips I'm going to pick up on here is I'm not going to go straight out into battle. I'm going to kind of hold back a bit and defend the base for a bit, which I know may be boring for you guys, but it's certainly better than getting us all killed and such. So I should probably engage in battle and help my team, but I can feel unless it's actually going to provide anything good for us apart from me getting absolutely destroyed and counting as lost to the team, it's probably better to stand back a bit. And now it does look like there's a lot of artillery going. One of their M3Ds, oh no, that's not M3D, sorry, but we've already killed for all. There we go. One of their M3Ds is now dead. So it looks like we are currently winning, but you've noticed in the recent games that I've played, there's been a ton of artillery, especially in tier 4 games. There seems to be loads of it. And one of the artilleries I hate is the SU-26, because although it's pretty rubbishly armoured, it's not particularly good in that respect, but obviously it's got a massive gun. It can pretty much one-shot anything just like any other artillery, but the problem with this one is that it's pretty good at acting as a tank destroyer. I mean, apart from it will get one shot at you pretty much, and surprisingly, if it gets a direct shot at you, which is pretty easy because it's quite a fast gun, it can pretty much wipe you out. I mean, you can see here, this that medium, an M3 Leonhard team, pretty much got destroyed by that. We have got a Hetzer up here, which I'm not sure I'll be able to penetrate. I kind of missed that one, which is kind of good because I don't think it has the 105mm, which is in some respects good.
We've had it. Let's get out of here.
Although it did just pretty much one-shot me then, I think. Just gonna see if I can see that, but we did get quite a good hit on him, but I think only one shot actually went through me, so it'd be good if we could see where I got hit then, because that was a one-shot, one-kill. Anyhow, this game is pretty much over, but I'm gonna go and possibly play another quick game just to make it a bit more interesting. So, got killed by a Hetzer. Maybe we should have a quick go at Hetzer. Now, I have made some changes to my Hetzer loadout here. Basically, what I've done is, I did originally have the Howitzer, which is a 105mm gun, which pretty much one-shots anything of the same tier, uses high explosives. But the problem with it is that, although it is quite a fun gun just to mess around with, it is pretty rubbish in terms of accuracy. I mean, 0.53 isn't rubbish, but it's not that good really. I mean, it's pretty on the middle. It's like over 100 meters, you're going to find it hard to hit someone. I mean, up at close range, you can pretty much one-shot someone, but of course the other problem is that if you don't one-shot them, they're pretty much going to kill you. So what I changed to is I went for the 75mm pack 75mm, which is slightly more accurate, and I think the aiming time / rate of fire is better, and the penetration is slightly better as well. So I think I'm going to have a quick go on the Hetzer. Hope you do enjoy playing the Hetzer, because it's one of my favourite tanks as well. But yeah, you do notice I am pretty much rubbish at what it takes. I don't know what it is though, because I can quite easily play on my own without recording and kill 3 or 4 people sometimes. In fact, it's not that often I kill that many, but I can pretty easily do that in a couple of games. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the pressure or distraction of recording or something. But again, we've got this massive long queue. Oh, we did actually win that M3 League match. Got about 200 experience, that's not too bad. So I'm trying to get the M4 Sherman. I was originally going for the T1 heavy tank, but I decided against that because it kind of looks like a pretty big tank, which kind of makes sense as heavy tank, but I mean as in big, kind of too big almost, a bit too slow for me. Anyhow, on a different note, I am in the process of voicing over some Left 4 Dead gameplay that me and Alpha got at the weekend. We were playing a bit of Helm's Deep. If you do have that map, you can play with us at any point, because at the moment we have to play with the AI, which are pretty rubbish. So if there's anyone else out there who want to play that map with us, you can. Be happy to play, because we didn't do too well. I mean, we did almost get to silver twice, but other than that, we pretty much got destroyed. But anyway, I'm going to be uploading that at some point in the future. This is the tier 6 match, so this is going to be interesting.
Let's get this show on the road.
Pretty much anything above tier 4 is going to kill me quite easily, so in that respect, I'm going to try and hold back as well on this. I mean, I do apologise because the gameplay isn't that interesting at the moment. In fact, I don't think I hit him, or yeah, I did hit that Hetzer in the M3, but he actually killed him. But pretty much, I think in a tier 6 game in a tier 4 tank destroyer, we're pretty much dead. So I'm going to try and hold back a bit, because it's only going to take one shot in the barrel of which one shot it. Oops, just pushed into that. Maybe this wasn't the best place to go, but I do apologise if I do get killed quickly in this one as well, but I suppose it wouldn't be a bad place to stop, because it's going to get pretty hefty to upload. for my team actually, because they've only got a Hetzer pretty much for tank destroyer, so we do have a stoke 3. My only wish is that I actually hit someone. If I hit someone, then I'm happy with that, but if I do pretty much get one shot at it, then I will be disappointed. I'm going to try and just hide around here a bit. This guy knows what he's doing though, he's hiding behind. I think that was exactly the same tank. I'm assuming that this must be a KV-1 type something, I don't know. So yeah, he's using that for cover. I'm going to hide behind here. It is probably that we'll try and go behind us, of course, which isn't a bad plan, to be honest. Last thing I want is to get overrun, which looks like this is that one too. He just got someone there that KV, I think. I'm not sure I'm rubbish with this. Now, the first thing they're going to spot is going to be me, and they get pretty much dead, so it wouldn't be too convenient, and they're probably wondering why I'm just sitting there. No.
Looks like that one went right through. We finished him
I did
off.
get an M7, which isn't bad.
Enemy is hit.
Did just hit that thing there.
Penetration.
And we got him again.
The track is damaged. They blew off our track. We're stuck. One of our tracks is gone. We can't move.
I can't move, which isn't good. So that's us finished, but I did kill one, which isn't too bad. But I was being shot at by a KV-1, so I didn't really have much of a chance in a tier 4 Hetzer tank destroyer. In fact, I probably can't even penetrate that armour. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my World of Tanks video today. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.